You know what's funny? Like, anytime there's DC news and it ain't Batman related or Wonder Woman related, I just picture like the Homer Simpson thing of, "Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?" No, but it's DC related. It's like, "Where's my Wonder Woman? Where's my Batman? Where's my other two members of the Trinity?" Like, for this brand new universe. Even though, Gunn and Safran have basically, mainly James Gunn, has mentioned we are not going to roll cameras. We are not going to be looking at casting. We're not going to do dilly swat until there is a completed swip. Until the swip is done, rolling, and happy. Because sometimes there's just a bit of half-assing. Maybe not half-assing from the writer or from the director or whoever, but for the higher ups, there could be a little bit of, yeah, that's good enough. And that's why there might be a possibility with this announcement, and that is we finally got who is writing the script for Batman Brave and the Bold, which, as it's been pitched, and maybe it has been with different versions, different, you know, you think it's going to be about Batman and the Damian Wayne version of Robin, and then things change and all that kind of stuff. But we finally got a writer, but it's a controversial writer because her track record in the comic book genre so far, as it reads, let me go up. As a Batman movie, The Brave and the Bold taps Christina Hodson to write for DC Studios. Engineer, who directed The Flash, and she also worked The Flash as well, and mainly involved as director as the studio takes a measured approach in its development. Christina Hodson, known for her work in big IP and action spaces, is working on a Batman movie for DC Studios, Hollywood Reporter has affirmed. Hudson is writing Batman Brave and the Bold, the feature project that is centered on Batman and Robin. Robin in this version is Damian Wayne, the murderous tween raised by assassins, who also happens to be the son of Batman he never knew he had. So, by the way, if you want to know who the mother is, it's Talia al Ghul. So I have a feeling Ra's al Ghul might be the villain of this movie. I always kind of picture like a state, like a House of Abduction movie, not like a House of West movie, where someone. Sorry, let me get this off. Like, I always kind of picture a Brave the Bold movie as like Bruce finds out that he has a son, and the two of them have to have their differences, and essentially it's, you can't leave Gotham, you can't leave the man of Damian, but you keep doing the things you're doing, and because of that, your grandfather knows you're in Gotham now, and now everything's up to bat shit. Yeah, that's what I thought about the Bold movie could be, and never know, it could be that as well. Anyway, let's continue. It's unclear how far along the Brave and the Bold is in its writing process. DC Studios has no comment on Hudson's development. I think Gunn has mentioned how he's very happy with the script, like thinks the script is fantastic, so that's good. Our source said the Swive has been the source said that the Swive has been working on the project since at the least the fall. Another source said it would be some time before the actual draft comes in, as the studio is taking a measured approach on its development. DC has faced conflicting concerns in the development of his Batman movie. James Gunn and Safran, who are the head of DC Studios, announced a Brave and the Bold movie from the outset of its launching the superhero movie version the superhero movie division in 2023. Engineer, who directed The Flash for Warner Bros. And previous DC film division, was on board to develop and direct the project. but finding a way that takes the material proved for the longest time provides engineer remains on board, but the ultimate involvement depends on several factors, including timing and availability. The filmmaker now finds himself in a hot calamity thanks to the major success of Welcome to Derry, HBO Max, its series. The second series is now in the works, and even if it's not been officially renewed, again, second season. There's a Batman movie in development in pre-production with the filmmaker Matt Reeves and the actor Will Patterson. That DC is said to be giving Reeves' project a simple space to breathe, and there's no rush to put another Batman feature into its market space. It wants to make sure the Brandon Ball is distant enough in tone and looks stand apart regardless of when it gets made. Hudson gains respect from the peers and executives from her Spawn scripts. She has worked in the Gotham City corner of DC before, having penned the script for a Batman Beyond feature. The fuck, guys! Give me Terry McGinnis. Give me Mike Gibson was going to be like, give me old ass Michael Keaton Batman being like, back in my day. Like, do that. What the hell, guys? That earned the praise inside the studio, but no was made. My guess because Flash Bomb. She had several other DC characters, having worked with Legendary on Flash. She penned the script for Margot Robbie's led Birds of Prey and the founding participation in the 100 Quinn movie, and other credits include 2018's Transformers movie, Bumblebee. And then, Jeff Snyder, Dean Snyder wrote that one first. So, look, her track record has been the greatest. You know, some people are like, awesome, cool, you know, you like The Flash, and some people really like Birds of Prey, and Bumblebee great, but, you know, I don't know, hit or miss might be she hasn't been beloved in her writing. Now, as what gives me confidence that this might be a different situation is this is a different regime. This is a different people in charge of DC. There could be as James Gunn has said multiple times, they're not greenlighting a movie, or at least having cameras rolling until they got a completed script that they love. So confidence is she's turning out drafts that gives Gunn and Safran confidence. Because here's the thing: if you fuck up Batman, it's what the fuck. You know what I mean? So, but then it all comes to director. If it is Andrew Sinetti, that gives people like Andrew Sinetti, I'll say is a good director. He's a good director. Great. Let's say and also Flash was dealing with such high concepts. You know, in your first movie, you're doing Flashpoint in your first movie. You know, you're with this character. It's like Brain the Bowl is should be like a simple story. Father finds out he has a son, and whoever the villain is. Yeah, it's about these two. It's probably gonna be a very smaller story that has action some point at the end, something in the beginning, and mostly at the end. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked that's the situation. And and all that kind of stuff. But also knowing she also wrote the Batgirl movie that was apparently so terrible that it didn't get released, that it got turned into a tax write-off. There's also a sense of maybe the old regime, the AT&T era Warner Brothers and how they approached DC was, oh, that's good enough. That's good enough. Batgirl, that's your first draft? Well, that's good enough. Let's just make that into a movie. It could easily be that. And also, what I noticed were AT&T giving, and the notes that James Gunn and Safran are giving. That's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. You know? So, hopefully, it's a situation where, hey, when you have maybe producers giving more of a shit about the product and have that, maybe there's a sign of confidence. Maybe there's a sign that, hey, we're going to get this cool-ass, really good Batman movie that's going to be very different from the Robert Pattinson version, that isn't going to be confusing because we're going to have two Batman running around at the same time. I wouldn't be shocked that if this movie comes out in 2028, it's going to be like November of 2028, so you have at least a 12-month gap. You have a 12-month gap between Batman movies. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. We'll be hearing casting. Who's, you know, we'll find out who's. Oh, we'll find out who's doing casting, who's directing at least, and we'll probably get a cast like next year because I'll be starting rolling cameras. So hopefully, I would not be shocked that we're getting both Wonder Woman and Burn the Ball in 2028. I wouldn't be shocked. Now, for me, I'm still in the gun with trust thing, but I understand people's hesitation. But anyway, comment below, let me know your thoughts of this news.